what went behind your decision to have Amir Coffey start in Kawhi Leonard's place, and how do you rate his performance?
Just defensively, I think to be able to throw somebody at Kyrie and so PG, with Kawhi being out, doesn't have to worry about chasing Kyrie and Luka around. So having T-Man and Amir out there to chase those two around early, if we need to go to PG late, we can do that. And so he's one of our better defenders, and I thought he did a good job. He turned down a couple shots that he normally takes and we need him to take, but other than that, overall, I thought he was pretty good. He could be better.
Ty, when it's all said and done, is it still considered a good playoff win? And what do you think about the way Paul and James handled themselves in the playoffs?
Any win in the playoffs is a good win. Just like the regular season, and like I said, we called some of our coverages off because we got up by 26, and so we didn't want to allow, skip threes, and we didn't want to, we turned the blitz off on Kyrie. He kind of got going, but we just kind of managed it because we didn't want to give up threes. So, Kyrie's playing in the pocket, getting pull-up twos and stuff. When we up 26, then we can live with that. And so we called some of our coverages off because we caught up by so much. And so, like I said, but there's no bad win in the playoffs. And so it was a huge win for us. I thought PG and James were great. Russ, our bench, everybody was good tonight. Zoo really dominated on the inside. Going to him early really set the tone. Getting Gafford in foul trouble. But defensively, I thought, we were right on point. We did a good job executing our defensive game plan, but it's still, we still got to be better. Some things that we didn't do that we're supposed to do. So we got to be better with that, so we'll clean it up tomorrow.
Ty, you've known James for a very long time and watched him. In a lot of very different situations and has to take on a lot of different roles throughout his career. How do you think he drew upon those different experiences today in today's game?
James is James, and so we need him to be aggressive, no matter if Kawhi's playing or who's on the floor. And so, when he's getting 10, 11 threes up, usually it's going to be a good night for us, So just, attacking the basket, making the right play, but also getting his threes, getting his one-on-one ISOs, and getting our spacing. We got to do a better job with that, which we didn't do a lot of slot cutting. But, overall, we know, James was scoring at a high level, and tonight he was really good.
Ty, when you guys were over, you guys were at your best at 26-5. Obviously, James was at his best playmaking. But when he is scoring like that, shooting like that, what kind of element does that give you guys?
A huge element. When he's scoring the basketball and making the right play, it's huge. And so he understands that he doesn't have to do a lot of heavy lifting when Kawhi and PG both are on the floor. But one of those guys are out. He has to step up and be aggressive to score the basketball. And so that's what he's been doing for us as of late. I thought he really set the tone early about scoring him and Zoo, and then it kind of opened everything else up for us. And so,
I'm sorry. Did you talk to him knowing when Kawhi was out, hey, we're going to need more scoring from you?
During the regular season, we talked about that, yeah. So as you can see, those last 5 games he played, he really stepped it up as far as shooting the basketball more, looking to score more. We got even more isolation situations more. And so, like I said, he's been great for us all year. And so he's a huge part of our success. And like I said, just, total team win tonight. And, I was really proud of our guys understanding the game plan. We can clean some things up that we didn't do a good job with. But for the most part, I thought it was pretty good.
See, defensively, the last time you played a full game with the rotation was that game in Phoenix where y'all started, and I think Phoenix had 10 first quarter points, 8 second quarter points allowed. What have you seen from your defense, from your guys, that just has been as exceptional as it's been just in those 2 quarters?
Well, tonight, I just think, we got a chance to game plan. We have 4 or 5 days to really understand what they were doing and understand what we want to take away and what we're willing to give up, And so I thought our guys were pretty good. We got to be better. We understand that. But for the most part, just looking at it, I thought our schemes were really good. And so going to, game 2, we got to clean a couple of things up and then just kind of go from there. But the Phoenix game was the same way. I think it was our physicality, paying attention to detail, how we wanted to defend. And we did it in Phoenix, and like I said, again tonight, we did it again.
Ty, can you describe what the defense in the first half in particular, you held them to 22% shooting from the field, and the job that Terrence Mann in particular did on Luka Doncic, how that set the tone for the game?
Yeah, I thought, I was on game plan coming in, just T-Man and Mir just picking up full court, and just, give Luka different looks and try to wear him down. He's a great player. And So you just gotta just throw different looks at him. You gotta play hard, compete. He's gonna make some tough shots, as we saw tonight, but just make it hard. Make them work, don't let your guards down, don't relax. And then when you make tough shots, don't get deflated. Like, get the ball out, let's go, So, I said T-Man did a good job just competing, with him. And like I said, he's he's a leading scorer in the NBA for a reason. He makes tough shots. He has the ball in his hands and he can make the right plays as well. So T-Man did a good job.
Coach, our size is just killing them inside the paint as far as rebounding this Zubac, as you said, getting him going early. Is that something schematically you'll stick with, or you just kind of go game to game and take what they give you?
Game to game.
Hi, just curious, back here.
Sorry.
Both teams shot under 43% in the paint, and I think overall points in the paint was just down for both teams. What did you see? 'Cause I know Zoo got off to a great start inside, but what did you see that made it really hard to just score buckets around the basket?
We got there, and we just got to do a better job getting to the free throw line, however you want to take that. But they got to the free throw line, a lot. 33 free throws is way too many, and so we got to make sure we're defending without fouling. But we got to do a good job of continue to keep attacking the paint, and being aggressive. Like, we got to go through them. So we can't just play for the foul. We got to go through them to get the foul, and so we got to be better.
So obviously, playoff game, probably don't need anything more motivation than that, but for these guys, until you guys get Kawhi back, is it an opportunity to kind of like remind people like how deep you are and how capable you are, and James is James, et cetera?
No, I don't really feed into it. I just, playoffs is a different animal. It's a different beast. Like I said, I think our guys throughout the course of the season, like I said, you got guys 13, 14, 15 years, and you don't want to keep hearing the same thing over and over again of things you got to work on when you get to the playoffs. And so I'm glad the playoffs are here. Like, it's the fun time of the year. You work 7.5 months to get to this point. And so as you see tonight, like, the guys are locked in. And like I said, we understand, when God goes out, everyone has to step up. It's not one man, it's not two men. Like, everyone has to step up and be good. And so I thought tonight was a step in the right direction as far as everyone stepping up in Kawhi's absence. And we, got a huge win.
Tom, you guys were pretty good at ATOs today, specifically. What goes into holding some back for the playoffs as opposed to, I guess, experimenting with them in the regular season?
It just depends on who you playing. I mean, we have, we've gone over some ATOs for the last, month or so, just things that we want to run in the playoffs that teams haven't seen. And, for instance, like tonight, Mace made a big play, up 15, getting PG on that back door to stop the bleeding was a huge play. And we worked on it for the last 2-3 weeks, just the timing of everything and the pass. And so, you can't show your hand on everything during the regular season. And so you got to have some different things for the playoffs, and you got to be willing to pull it out when the time is right. And so, I don't know. So.
Tyronn, note, even though the regular season is different than the playoffs, in what ways has the team's success with having to play without Kawhi factored in?
I think it was huge. The last 8 games of just having to play against some good teams, like we talked about Phoenix, Denver, Cleveland, and winning those games, and just playing without Kawhi and knowing how we had to play, I think was huge for us to see. And it's like a blessing in disguise a little bit, but we all know we need Kawhi, but with him missing those last 8-9 games, like, we found a way that we had to play, until he got back, and so that was good for us. And so tonight, we saw that. Like I said, we got to do a better job fouling. I think we got to do a better job of attacking what we're trying to attack offensively, and our spacing wasn't as good as it has been in the past. And so we got to do a better job with that. But overall, a good win against a great team. Like I said, Jake has done a hell of a job all year, and so I know they're going to be ready for game 2. And so we got to be ready ourselves to start.